Drive and introduce Google Classroom, and then our next session will really focus on using Google Classroom. It makes it easier to collaborate and share lessons with your teammates and administration. It also is easier to access documents at home, so you no longer will need a flash drive. You're able to just keep all your documents there on Google Drive, and then when you go home, you can log on your Google Drive account, and it's all there, and it automatically saves for you too. So it's,
as Lynn said earlier, one of the biggest bonuses for using Google Drive is really being able to share with other people. And I don't know about how y'all did lesson plans before, but we started on one template, and then whoever got done with math emailed it to the next person who put in reading, who emailed it to the next person who put in social studies. Well, if the person that was doing reading forgot to email it, social studies never got put in. Or the person who was doing social studies had to wait for the person who was doing reading. Well, now we have one document. Third grade can all go on at the same time when we're sitting down on Mondays and type in each block, you know, that we're responsible for. And then it's done in one day. And we can automatically share them with Megan, who does not have to chase us down anymore on Thursdays to put our lesson plans in the notebook. So that was just one of the biggest things that we found that made it easier with Google Drive.
we're going to show you how to log into your Google Drive account. So the first thing you want to do is you want to sign in. So you'll go to Google Chrome, and you'll see at the top, you'll see over here, I want to click the waffle. It's going to take you to all of your options, and you'll see where it says Drive. So you can go ahead and click on the Drive, and that's going to open up to your Drive account.
If there's anybody that can't get there, if you'll just let us know, we'll try to help you before we go any farther.
So go to your Drive account, and you're going to click on the left, you're going to see a little tab that says New. I believe it's red. And when you click on the New, you're given all different options. So you have a folder where you can create a new folder if you want. You can go to File, Upload. This is what you'll need to upload any file that you did not create through Google Drive. So if you click on File, Upload, it's going to take you to your hard drive. And once it's completed, it's going to show up in your drive.
So you can also just drag and drop it into it from the desktop. Just click on it, drag it over.
And you can do that even if you don't have a Mac. You can do that on your Dell as well if you just.
One of the big things, like we were talking about with how we have a shared folder
Okay. Thank you.
with Megan's, you can organize all your stuff. Like these are all my folders, but within my folders, I have other folders so that I can keep everything organized just like I do on my computer. But this way, if your computer crashes, like my Dell did, I still have all of my stuff like organized the same way that it was on my computer. And to save it into a folder, all you have to do is drag it and drop it. Now here comes the fun part. You share with somebody. You can either share the file or you can share a whole folder with them. Once you share a folder with someone, whatever you put into that folder is automatically going to be shared with them. So once we created our third grade lesson plan folder, whatever I drop into there, all of my third grade people that I shared it with originally get every paper that I put in there. So to share it, all you have to do is click whatever file you want to share, and then you're going to click the little person at the top with the plus sign, and you can either type their names in.
And I was just showing Brandy, Megan had given her shared a folder with her, and she was trying to move her lesson plans into that folder. Well, before she could, anytime somebody shares something with you, and if you want to move anything into, for example, a folder, if you want, you have to download it first, And that all you have to do is right click on it and it gives you an option to download it. And when you download it, then you're able to move it to your drive. So all she has to do is move it into that file and Megan can see it, and now it's in Megan's drive and it's in Brandy's drive.
When they shared with you, it won't automatically come up in your drive. It'll be under the Shared With Me tab that's right under the new. Does anybody have any questions about sharing?
Okay, say that one more time. I'm sorry. When you share it, you're sharing the actual document, or you can share a whole folder.
You can share either one.
Okay.
To share the whole folder, you do it the same way. You would just click on the folder.
If you right click on it, it gives you all those options, and then one of the options is to share.
And I have a question while you're on that page. When like somebody shares their plans with me, if they share it, they need to make sure it says can't edit.
Right.
Or I
Yes.
will not be able to, like, last night I pulled up some plans, and there were some plans that I could actually type in and like give comments back, but then there were some others that couldn't. So I was wondering if that was the step that maybe we missed.
They might have missed it because you have to go here, so it might have been checked on Can View.
Can view, okay.
So anytime, if they didn't want you to be able to
Right.
make any comments, like if you're sharing something I can't imagine you sharing it with somebody and not wanting it to edit, but if you didn't want somebody to mistakenly, do something on it without telling you, but yeah, you wanna make sure you click on Can Edit, because then that way you can change it and it auto saves, so when they log back in and they see theirs, it'll already have your changes and everything's all there for you. Yes.
So there's no way at all, if you don't have Google, say that you didn't have it, I wouldn't be able to give you that link and you still go,
Yeah, you should still be able to open it.
even
may
if
not
you
be
don't
able-
have Google. Okay.
Because that's where the shareable link,
Yeah.
it gives you the option, it looks like a little infinity sign, it says shareable link, and that's where you can get the link and you can email it.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
About how people are using Google Classroom, especially with 5th grade getting their one-to-one devices and 4th grade getting some. This could really make life a lot easier when using them. And this just kind of struck a chord with me about the whole being organized and having kids be organized instead of the binders full of paper. That when you ask them for something and they're digging through it and they have no idea where it is. Not to mention the bags of papers that you bring home to grade that get pretty old.
I think the kids would be excited about this and more likely to want to do their assignments, and just for the simple fact that it's cool and it's on the computer and it's not on a piece of paper, and I truly think it's gonna make it exciting to them, and they're gonna wanna do the assignment because of the Google Classroom setup.
And I think once you get to start using it, it's amazing how easy it is for you to do stuff as well as for the kids to do it and turn it in. So we're gonna take the next, literally it will take us less than 5 minutes to set up a class in Google Classroom. If you go to classroom.google.com, okay, and once you get there, if you'll click the plus signs right up at the top, it'll be right next to your sign-in name.
Okay, so you already set up all your. Good.
Yes, ma'am. Good deal. Great job.
Create class, just name it whatever you wanna name your class.
In this section, like social studies.
You wanna do that, yeah?
Okay.
Whatever class you think that you would use it with the most to start out with.
So next time y'all come and see us, we are gonna go over Google Classroom and how. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.